Hi guys! It's me again, your future teacher Rosel, and welcome again to my vlog. Another day, so another information to be learned. So, today, I will give you some tips in developing instructional materials. But, before I will give you some tips, let me define first the meaning and purpose of instructional materials to students, teachers, and especially to education. Instructional materials are tangible substances and real objects that provide the audio and or visual component necessary for learnings. And many of learning materials can be manipulated. Instructional materials stimulated learners' senses and may have the power to arouse emotions. Instructional materials help teachers make sense of abstractions and simplify complex messages. The purpose of instructional materials are to help educators deliver a message creatively and clearly. It assists learners in gaining and increasing awareness and skills as well as retaining more effectively what they learn and stimulate the learner's bodily senses, help clarify abstract or complex concepts, and add variety to teaching learning experience. So, I will now proceed in giving some tips in developing instructional materials. Tip number 1. Congruence analysis. In developing your instructional materials, you should put in your head this question. Does the instruction meet the mission, goals, and needs of the organization or intervention? In this method, learning activities are designed to support the objectives and that the evaluation methods are designed to assess important learning outcomes represented by the objectives. Tip number 2. Content analysis. You should also put in your head in developing instructional materials this question. Are the instructional materials complete, accurate, and up-to-date? This tip is a set of activities that help you to understand what domain the learning objectives falls into and how content should be constructed and sequenced accordingly. Tip number 3. Design analysis. In developing your instructional materials, ask yourself this question. Do the materials follow good design principles for effective instruction? Do they follow the principles of universal design? These questions will help you examine and break down the knowledge, skills, and attitude of each instructional or performance goal. And it provides steps and associated subordinate tasks that are required to reach each goal. Tip number 4. Feasibility analysis. In this analysis, the question is, are learner guides, syllabus, and our instructors' manuals available? Are there requirements such as cost of materials or equipment that should be considered? And the last tip is tip number 5. User analysis. In this analysis, you should ask yourself this question. Who are my target learners? What prior knowledge or motivations may affect their interaction with the instructional materials? In this analysis, you can know who are your intended learners if your instructional materials are for them. And in this tip, you can set the right expectation that the course will actually deliver on these goals. That's all. I hope you can now develop an instructional materials with the help of my tip. Bye-bye. Thank you for watching.